Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today as part of this session we will learn about the mobile emulation feature in Playwright. So as we all know that today most of the application like 90% of the application are being used in the mobile devices instead of a laptop, right? Like Instagram, Facebook, Amazon, Flipkart, any app you will tell the name, most of the people like 80% of the people are using those application in mobile. Okay, so if our test don't cover the mobile behavior, obviously we are not testing the real user experience, right? So to overcome that situation, Playwright does have a built-in feature called as mobile emulation, where you can execute your test cases in a specific mobile emulator. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. So so this is a very simple test cases where we have imported the test and expect function from the Playwright test module, and we have a test cases that is test, and this is built-in locators async, and inside that you have to use the page fixture. And here I've written a very simple line which opens the amazon.com, that is await page.go to amazon.com. That's it. This is very simple test cases. And to achieve the mobile emulation, what we can do, let's check. So first of all, we have to go to the playwright config.js. Here under this uh, the config file details, you have to mention one thing called as, you have to press triple dot and devices. Okay, see, devices will come, and inside the square bracket you have to keep single colon. See, whenever you give the single colon, you can see these are the list of mobile emulator that Playwright does support. So it will also add few more in future, but as of now these are the specific emulators that Playwright does have. So if you want to execute your test cases in suppose iPhone, you can say 15, you can select that and just click on the save button. And now when I'll create one more terminal, and here you want to execute npx playwright test. Now what is this file name? That is built-in locator. So you can copy the name, and here you can paste it. And as we want to see where exactly, like how exactly this emulator will look like, and whenever the our automation script will open this amazon.com, we have to see how the browser is getting opened. Okay, so that we want to see. So we can do one thing, we can add one more line, that is await page dot pause. Okay, so that we can add over here, so that at least when it will open the amazon.com, it will stop the execution, and we will see like how the emulator is looking like. Okay, so for looking to run in a headed mode, you have to pass hyphen hyphen headed. Okay, so let's check. So it will open, how it will open. So as we have given the iPhone 15, so we will see how the browser will open. Okay, see, so as you can see, so likewise it will like it will see, you can see the mobile emulator if you open the Amazon. So likewise you can execute I've not written any script, so it will obviously pass. Okay, so you can also change to some other type. Suppose uh, you can write Galaxy Note landscape. So you can see, press save button, and you can re-execute the test cases. Now we can see like how this Galaxy Note 3, see, so this is previously you can see it was looking some different, like the view, the size was different, of the browser. Right now you can see this is opening in which format, in which emulator, Galaxy Note 3 landscape. So by using this, you can, like this, you can execute your test cases in different devices. Okay, so one more feature is also there in Playwright, which is called viewport. Okay, so what does it mean by viewport? Viewport means if you want to execute your test cases to do, whenever we do the web responsive testing, so generally we use this viewport concept. So let's understand what exactly mean by viewport. Okay, so in Playwright, a viewport represents the visible area of the web page inside the browser window. So basically, the width and height in which your application is rendered during the test execution. It simulates the different screen sizes like desktop, tablet, mobile without changing the actual monitor size. So whenever you do this kind of testing, so in simple definition, viewport is equal to the screen size of the browser used during the test execution, in simple word. Okay, so let's see how we can implement. Okay, so for that you have to write viewport. Okay, viewport colon. Okay, and inside that you have to write width. Width we have, you can give suppose 31300, and height we have to give these two parameter, that is width and height. That's it. Height you can give 1000. Okay, so now if you execute the test cases, you can see I will execute the test cases. See, it will open in a specific width and height of the browser. See, okay, so this is the height is 1500, and the height is 1000. So if you can change it, suppose I will make it very small, 7000, sorry, 700, and suppose this is 300. Okay, so if I'll click on save button, and if I'll re-execute this test case, you can see the size of the browser that is getting open. Okay, see, so if you want to execute this kind of test cases to do the web responsive, whether your application is web responsive or not, so you can use. And for the browser, as we have mentioned here, Chromium, so it will adjust the height and width according to the Chrome browser. Okay, so likewise, whenever whatever browser that name that will give over here, it will adjust the width and height for that specific browser. So as I've already told you, in simple language, viewport means the screen size of the browser used during the test execution. So this is nothing but a viewport. So you can either you can give viewport, or you can say mobile emulator, anything you can give. Okay, so that is all about the viewport and mobile emulation feature that we have in Playwright. So we'll meet in the next video with some new topic. Thank you. Goodbye.